the latest. Thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you. Oh, sorry about my voice. I'm getting better and I appreciate the love you are showing me. Shout out to Moses, my VIP subscriber, for the love you are showing to the channel. I really appreciate, and I want all of us to say thank you to Moses. Did Captain Ibrahim Traore actually said this on live television? What is wrong with us as Africans? Is it that we don't want to see Africa like Europe and America, and the places we are always dying on the Mediterranean Sea to go to? Is it a case on Africans? Like sometimes, as much as we try to understand what is actually wrong with us, we find it so difficult, because we are the same people that are crying of hardship, crying of mistreatment, crying of all the bad things that we have been going through as a black person. Yet we are the same people that are fighting against our progress. Like Captain Ibrahim Traore told the world that there are people that are plotting against him. People are trying to unalive him. They just do not want him. That when they meet him in the corridors, they pretend, but deep down the hearts of these people, they are not happy. He don't know whether they are jealous of him or he is a danger to them. But whatever it is, he's just hoping that they'll get a better heart to love their people. And that is true. Majority of these leaders that we have in the democratic elected do not have us at heart. They don't care. Politics is a business and they are only here to make money. And that is why they don't take decisions that will help you and I.
Hello, comrade. Hello, dear brothers and sisters. And are welcome to your home. I wanted this morning to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thanks to you who took your time, of your energy, to make the journey from the land of the Roman men, to make the return to the roots. As they say in English, back to your roots. Thank you for coming to we have shown a brotherhood. You have honored us. And I pray to God that He continues to bless you, all to give you the health, the strength needed to be able to continue to return to your sources. Among you, there are very old people, elderly people who, despite the weight of age, made the trip with you. I say thank you very much from the bottom of my heart, and may God continue to comfort you. I'm standing drum all your stay. Among your brothers every night on TV. I try to see what activities you have EU to carry out, and I can admit that I am very happy with everything. What you have already discovered. But I pray to God that time is still of our part, and that you can return and be able to discover many more things through Burkina Faso. Certainly many were not recommended to come to Burkina. You are our ambassadors now, and I think you are the best place to go, to make others understand that Burkina Faso is far from the fact that CES media, Westerners try to get painted. In the eyes of the world, the Burkina is very free. Burkina resists. Burkina stands up and Burkina lives. And thank you for revealing this to the world. I also salute you for your determination to want to accompany us in our struggle, to want accompany your brothers and sisters here in Burkina Faso, investing in all possible areas. I exchanged some with the Prime Minister, in that yesterday, the permanent resident card. Certainly we had put conditions of acquisition of the card, but also other financial terms. But we have decided to raise the financial condition in EC that concerns you, so that you... So for you, it will be questioned, just to agree on the question of the map. So all other conditions, you will be exempted, and thank you. It's up to you to take the, for all those who wish to, so, take this card. To be able to invest and stay in Burkina. That said, Burkina Faso is a country in full construction, and I think many opportunities have been presented to you. There are still many other opportunities, already the question of the radio and the television. I can also assure you that I will do everything to accompany the creation of such a radio or television here in Burkina Faso. Because communication is a weapon, and no one can tell our story better, that we ourselves, for a long time it is they who told what they wanted from Africa. They are the ones who told this story, that they wanted the black man. But no, it's time we said no to this, and we tell things as they are. And I encourage you to be able to pursue this project that we will accompany a lot. Burkina is under construction. We have started to change many of our laws to allow a better living together, but also to be able to secure investments of the Burkinabe, and who will want to invest in Burkina Faso when we take the real estate domain. For example, it is a domain in full expansion, Al Burkina Faso. Let's take the domain of agriculture and the agricultural transformation, especially the agri-food industry, short energy. There are many domains that are open, and we need the brains of our brothers to come and build here. Industries that we need to transform our raw materials, and we will have to feed the world. We who will have to go begging in the eyes of the world. And it is quite possible that Africa is feeding the world. So I invite you to think, maybe put you together. But I assure you that we will accompany you to be able to invest in key areas, Al Burkina Faso, who can be, and to all your brothers here, and this is the very essence of our struggle. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs will continue this nice work that they started, and moreover, I congratulate them for this initiative with the Institute, who could do this wonderful job, continue the work of presenting opportunities to be able to guide and channel you into investments, and eliminate it. And we will continue to follow this very closely, so that you're not disappointed in your investment, Al Burkina Faso. Recognize one thing. The struggle we are waging is bitter, and it is in struggle. And you decided to carry our message around the world. We do not fight for Burkina Faso all alone. We fight for Africa. We fight for the black man. We fight for the dignity of Africa. We fight for the well-being of our populations, and fights for dignity and well-being of its population also has something in heart. We are with all the peoples who fight for justice, for equality, for well-being, and we are friends to all peoples who respect us and respect our sovereignty and dignity. And thank you. It is up to you to accompany this fight that we are waging. It is very difficult to conduct this, and I know you know it better than I do. See Africa wake up? It is a nightmare for some, but yet Africa is up, and Africa will wake up. We will not be complicit. of their wish, that of seeing Africa, to be the reality of what they thought and said of Africa, including a land of slaves, a cursed land. We will not be complicit. Act them so that what they think, or a truth we will tell them that Africa is a continent of hope, is a combative continent, and Africa is a continent of future, and we will fight for it. None will say that it is impossible for Africa to catch up, to wake up. We were told, when we wanted to take the destiny of our country, that it is impossible to do what we want. Others have discouraged us. They have always taken examples, African heroes they killed, to tell us that these heroes have tried, but they have not been able to make us understand that this is a waste, our struggle. But we said that impossible is not complicated. If impossible was complicated, our ancestors, we suffered a lot. There are no those people in the world who suffered like the Africans. No people can claim be able to survive after all the tests that black people have undergone. We remember that this is the colonization, slavery, Arab Muslim conquests. Here, Africans have experienced all sorts of humiliations, all kinds of treatments that AIM taught us. They wanted to make the black gene disappear because it was the young brave that they have always taken, kill, and deport. So the African is the most wanted of the history of humanity because we have resisted all possible barbarities. But today, it is necessary we continue the struggle, and that's why I tell you, thank you again for what a fight you are leading. Because the continent suffers. Again, look at what is happening in Sudan. Wait, the black brothers. Look at what is happening in Congo. Look what they are sowing in the Sahel. Everywhere. They manipulate the blacks to kill each other. They send the weapons, and we continue to kill each other. It has to stop, and it is quite possible. And the first thing, the first weapon we can use, that you can use, it is the communication to explain in black where he comes from and who he is and where can we go. And it is quite possible, and I congratulate you in this fight. Wherever Africans meet, we must understand one thing united. We can go far, and we must be able to unite in a way or another. And this is more the responsibility of youth today, but also to the old, who must be able to explain to you what they experienced yesterday and how we should behave today, to be able to unite. And I count on everyone to continue this fight wherever it is, because we are fought today by who wins by all means to make us disappear, but also by our own brothers, some who are the valets of, but others also for their simple interest. Personally, I would say that there are many African heads of state who don't like me. There are many of them who do not like me, maybe because they are jealous. Perhaps also. Maybe I am also a danger to their master. In any case, I don't want them, and they pretend, when people meet them, they pretend to mess with me. But I know that they are numerous, But our prayer is that God changes them deeply in their hearts. May God put a lot of love in their hearts, not for us, but for their people, so that they love their people and fight for their people. Because we will continue to preach the message, so that their youth wakes up. And I pray to God that God will put love, that they love their youth, that they love their people, and that they fight for the welfare of their people. Maybe through this, we too will benefit from an ounce of love from them. And I pray to God that this can very quickly that we can see in the same direction, see that we must fight for the well-being of our peoples, of our generations, of our continents, of our countries. And through that, there is no choice on VA. Unite, because Africa is immensely rich. We have a huge market, and we have brains all over the world. And we'll bring in all our brains to work with us. And Africa needs all its sons, of all her daughters, to be able to develop as you carry this message. You wear this fight. And we must do everything to ensure that this struggle succeeds. And as soon as possible, this is very important. Because you must see this fight succeed in very little time, and it is quite possible. So I encourage you, I congratulate you for everything you do, and before closing my remarks, I invite you to every opportunity that you can return to Burkina Faso, because we will transform Burkina Faso, make Burkina an example, so that people see that it is possible. We will start from this war situation. Building the country makes it better, and that everyone sees that it is quite possible, and it will motivate others to launch themselves on the same path that we. Thank you for this subscription. Thank you for the warmth that you are. Give us. Thank you for the love you are, Venus. Give us. And I pray to God that you all return safe and sound, and you come home, au Burkina Faso. Invest and live peacefully whenever you want. Thank you all very much. May God accompany you. May God bless you, country, or death.
Democracy is the reason to which we are seeing this, and we can see that William Ruto was quick in claiming we need to defend democracy. That is the only system that is allowing these leaders to continue to be doing whatever they are doing to us. A lot of African leaders have seen what is happening, but they are quiet. African Union came out to congratulate the Zuma, but after the world came out accusing, then we've seen African Union trying to have a U-turn. We are not in a situation whereby our leaders are ready to speak truth to their brothers and sisters when they are going wrong. How can the whole world see what happened in Tanzania, yet this woman still counted all the people who came out to vote and those who didn't come out and all those who were protesting? And we see that she just bent on holding on to power and not to serve the people. She don't care what happens, because according to reports, she's still going after the people that came out to protest. Yet these are the people that African Union is in bed with. No sanctions on Haji Hassan Suluhu. The country is free. But look at the number of people that lost their lives. These are the people this woman claims she's looking for power to lead them. But at the end of the day, we have seen the hypocrisy. All that she came out to tell the world. Our leaders are not looking for power to serve us. They don't care how they get the power. As long as the power is in their hands, they are okay. What happens to you, the ordinary being? They just do not care. But we are the same people that will come out here and be defending what these politicians are doing to us. And when we finish, we sit down and say the leaders are bad. But we are all in bed with these politicians, because we have some of us who just don't understand what is happening. And all that matters is, I am in this party. We need African leaders to start speaking truth to power. And it is we, the youth, that can force this change by trying to make sure we do away with the system through which these leaders come and they have power to dominate and get a system for ourselves that is of the African, that loves the African, and that want to lead the African, and that is for the people. Like we are seeing in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso. The international body condemning will not bring the people that lost their lives back. If this woman is not serving the interests of other people, by now there would have been an intervention. But all we are hearing is sanction. They are doing this, they are doing that, just to tell the world that. And sometimes these people who come out to do all those things, it's not because they love us, but it's because their interests were not served. The moment their interest is served, their lips will never open. This is the politics and the game they are playing on the African. And we, the youth, need to understand what is happening around us so we can rise up to fight for that better Africa. Power is in our hands, and we can cause a change. We need to find a way to set ourselves free. We've seen that William Ruto was so careful choosing his words because he's in the same shoe, and he might also be planning what to do next in order to get power. And there is a report that the three of them, Museveni, Ruto, and Sluhu, are bent on holding on to power no matter what. So the citizens, what happens to you, they don't care. Look at the protesters, the lives that lost in Tanzania. Look at the protests we have seen in Kenya, the lives that lost. Yet William Ruto is still the president. They don't just care what happens to you and I. So it is time for us to know that this system called democracy and anything under it isn't serving your interest. If it was for our interest, protesting and telling the world we do not want this leader we have given power to, would have brought that leader down. But the leader is still on top, telling us what he wants and not feeling any remorse over what happened to people that he decided to command that they should do this. He's not regretting. And this is the head of state. And there's no way they ever will change their approach and their attitude towards us, because it is not you they have come to serve. They have come to serve their interests. And as long as the interest keeps going, they don't care. So you and I must come together to fight against these leaders and the system that is keeping us in this bondage. We are the only ones that can set ourselves free. United we stand, divided we fall, and united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world, in Africa, and in Tanzania.